the place to be.
I like to introduce myself. My name is
And it goes a little something like this.
Going way back to the early days.
Way back in the days when hip-hop began.
For all the pioneers, I'm going way back.
Hear the story again and again of how it all got started way back when.
Listen to this, just listen to this, just listen to this, just listen to this.
Hello. Sabine the bee. And you are listening to the Pioneers Show.
This is Sire from the gutter style. Real beats plus real rhyme equals the Pioneers Hip Hop Show with my man Whirlwind D on Kane FM.
Whirlwind D on KFM.
Yo, this is Phil Most Chill, still out to kill. And you are listening to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show, presented by Whirlwind D on Kane FM. Get busy, get lost.
Now we are ready if you are ready.
How you doing, peeps, and welcome to this month's Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Surrey's finest, Kane 103.7 FM. This month we jump back into our Hip Hop at 50 series, submerging ourselves into 1989. Gotta give a massive shout out to our live listeners on the FM dial or via the Kane FM website at www.kanefm.com, and of course big props to my YouTube crew, catching the show complete with pictures of all the records that we spin on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel. As always, massive props to the man like Disorder for holding it down Dub Chronicle style for the last 2 hours on the Big Daddy that is Kane. If this is your first time listening, each month we focus on an aspect of hip-hop history, sharing the stories and tales, as well as playing the essential records of the time. Now, a few months back we started our Hip Hop at 50 series, where we are focusing on individual years, selecting 2 killer cuts from each month in the year as taken from various well-respected charts of the time, and most importantly sharing the hip-hop news stories of the time, as well as, of course, as those all-important chart positions and all the dope music. Now, to date we've covered 85, 86, 87 and 88, but this month we're going to jump ahead for the final year of the 80s to 1989, another beautiful year for hip-hop. You can catch all of our previous shows on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel, where we've covered everything from crews like the Flavor Unit, HQ Squad and the Juice Crew All-Stars to regional scenes such as those from Boston, Philly and Nottingham in the UK. As always, with the whole Hip Hop 50 idea, my usual disclaimer acknowledging the fact that the very idea that hip hop music is approaching its 50th is problematic for a whole range of issues, which we're not going to explore tonight, but instead we're just going to celebrate our wonderful culture. Now, on tonight's show, we'll play 24 classic jams from 1989, like I say, 2 from each month, with their chart positions, as well as a snapshot of some of the big hip hop news of the time. As with other late 80s shows, our selection had to be curated very carefully with a mind on copyright, and so sadly a few crews such as Public Enemy, NWA and De La Soul, who should of course feature in any 1989 selection, have not been included. Instead, for that reason, we've also got some brilliant underground music from the year included in our selection. So with that in mind, let's get straight into the music, and a track that actually came out in 1988 but was still riding high in the hip-hop charts in 1989. It's the magnificent Sugar Bear and Don't Scandalise Mine.
I've said it before, once more, time after time. Don't scandalize mine.
Who's the boss? Original in everything I do, especially when I'm doing it to you. Perfect lines every time I say a rhyme. Won't do a crime, don't you know? Need for help? I'm by myself, not sitting on the bottom, parallel to top shelf. Chemically combined. full of exposure, not the one that owes you, but the one that told you. Experience is the ticket, you gotta have it, so get with it, I'm not making for real. To me, there's one way to deal, clockwise, with no alibis. Nothing witty is here, I'm making it clear. I'm saying too much off beat, you can't touch my pattern bowl. I won't hot or cold, forget about the records I sold, but don't scandalize mine. Is miniature, more or less immature. Your rhymes a little bit premature. You need to get up on some new literature. Run day and night till my hand get tight. Not think about yours. I'm not that type of guy you think I am. Play me again, Sam, and watch what will happen. I start snapping. The army is large, Sarge, and I'm the captain. Listen to the orders that I'm giving. Gonna let it be known. On how I'm living, never riding on excitement. No parties in the basement. When you step to me, all you see is improvements. Facing my membrane, you must be insane. My whole address is simple and plain. Call me a star, watch me shine. Don't scandalize mine. Don't scandalize mine. Yo, where? It's time. It's time.
As a heart attack. 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 As a heart attack.
Full effect, I won't detect your style, charm, or personality. I get to the point, this is what I want. Thoughts from a word called reality. Face the facts, put your money on the board, you're too late. The card has been drawn. Rhymes are potent, yes, notice it. Don't get leery, have a drink and toast to the new line writer. Rhyme writer, call me a physical, was very lyrical. Just making miracles, and it is pitiful, a damn shame, with no one to blame. It's just a game, but you either win or lose. Now look at you, you're lost. All in the sauce, rhymes going crisscross. So have a seat, cause this is completely sugar bear. I'm getting new, positive, until I'm totally through. I said it before, once more, time after time. Don't scandalize mine.
103.7 Kane FM.
I think performers have to move. Have to move on. You just can't do the same old material.
Let's groove on, cause it's time to move on. All you prepping MCs, we're gonna prove wrong. You just brag and fabricate stuff, frontin' in line. You try to fake tough, please. Allow me to expound upon minor thoughts for chumps. I'm looking down upon I grow and glow. You see my light shine, you know I throw the crazy hype rhyme chill. Cause yo, you can't compare to me. Words with meanings, these are very dear to me, see? That's why I made a new design. Yo, B, I made it just for you cause I'm a genius. And I should do no wrong, I mean this. So I'm moving on.
I think performers have to move. Have to move on.
These feelings that I am revealing, their emotion deep like the ocean. When I say deep, I mean indubitably. I'm deep, deeper than the deep blue sea. So now, here's your opportunity. It's time for you to be in tune to me. I'm living and giving. For all of you here, I pass the class. Although I'm new here, stare or gaze if you want to, but never this, cause I come to haunt you. In this world, I find beauty by writing rhymes. Yo, it's my duty, excuse me. Born smooth and strong, choose me, and we'll be moving on.
To move on. Move on.
Performers have to move forward. I've seen enough of whack shows and I sure would like to see stuff that interests me. Innovation, growth in the industry, lip sync stinks. That's not kicking off, that's soft. That's why we're picking up MCs and those who think are taller ones. With ease, we're gonna make a smaller one, son. I think you fell into a rut. Don't run, you claim your rhymes are new, but play this. And you can dance along, it's our latest. And we're moving on. Moving on.
I think performers
Kane
Kane 103.7 FM.
All rise. Supreme Court for the County and State of New York is now in session.
The name is Chill Rob. The name is Chill Rob. The name is Chill Rob. Chill Rob. Court is now in session. On minimal dreams, doomed to fail. They caught your tail, you're bust in jail, you get no bail. The scale was tipped, but you weigh little. There's a rock in a hard place, you're caught in the middle. Need a lawyer to litigate some legal dribble. Now you're back on the streets like it ain't no riddle. How long will this last? It seems to love crime. Today you're out here, tomorrow you do time. Word is born, arm your brain and shoot. Yo, the state is cold, ready to prosecute. Oh, you think you smarter? The system's older. The ace has been dealt, you're now the holder. There is a good God. My rep is not God. I won't commit fraud. Can't say I lied. There's nothing to hide. I say with much pride. Court is now in session. Court is in session. Court is in session. Court is in session. Court is in session. Friday night, we out playing the corner. Not because we hoods, cause we wanna. No drugs being sold, we ain't dirty. Polaroids in effect, watch the birdie. Turned around, heard the sound of sirens. The boys that collared me asked me where I've been. I told them that I was right here all night. Looking at each other, they smiled and said, alright, you think you're smart, you wanna be tough, get your ass in the car, you're coming with us. I said to where for what? I ain't guilty, the name is Farma G, you just can't milk me. Now I'm sitting in a courtroom all day. I claim I'm innocent, but that's what they all say. Bunch of my brothers lined up in the hallway. They hear the type of price I might have to pay. If honesty is a crime, hell jail me. Tapes I make to escape the daily routine. I'm too clean, you got nothing on me. Arrest that sucker for being so corny. I run the truth, make it plain and simple. Cops pop the big shots quick as a pimple. Snatch him off the street, drop him in the can. Chain him like an animal, forget he's a man. This might be a little raw for some to eat, but this is food for thought that I speak. If you can't stand the heat, I think you know the rest. This is live, not a test. Court is in session.
Kane FM.
My dear 5% brothers of the 5% nation.
I'm kicking it smooth and calm, but there's cause for alarm, cause I'ma break it down, then pump it up. We got a cutie and then a rough, I'm the original man, proving I can't ever strength, I'm a creator, no man can withstand, cause I'm nothing that's backed by power, enemies eating and devouring, cause the truth is everlasting, time to pass and no lies and lies, taking a thrashing, your chips have just been casting, wrecking, smashing, boom, bashing, come one, come all, there's no rations, lashing out at those who try to diss, the prince lover but wish that they could write a rhyme like this. Here's the recipe on the way to stunt for pen and paper. Run.
All praise due to Allah, and that's a blessing. All praise due to Allah, and that's a blessing.
Not biting right though out to me is fun. Well, here's how it's done. Like Charlotte's Web, the track uniquely spun from the first drop of the 808 bass drum. I think positive and let positive thoughts flow. On paper they go. Assimilate back from fiction. Check the rhythm and diction. The writing is done. Ready for the mission. 1, 2, 3, ignition. Tackling, shackling, chaining, smacking and racking and canning them. The smack packing and rapping on tabs. All that jazz, I'm a go-getter. Take think it was mine. It's time to shine the just letter. Such that wrong, try to destroy, keep it clever. They can rattle the battle to tailors, but that will storm me with the phrase. Cause the lamb is here, self-destruction is the fate I fear for my brother. Cause my brother don't know about the other brother. And respecting each other. Cause love will keep us together.
All praise due to Allah, and that's a blessing. All praise due to Allah, and that's a blessing.
I can imagine a rag and the claw of a crab. Suckers whine and complain, but yet they still grab tight to the tip. Monster road grip, I can't shake them. I tried some assault and back flips. Every time I look around, then look down, two shadows appear on the ground. I look over my shoulder and what I see a sucker staring hard with that V, but it turns me on and kinda gives me a thrill. I stay cool, but always ready for the quick kill, no fumbles, no mumbles, no tiscuits, no taskets. This sucker's head in bloody baskets. One rusted knife, one in the casket, a rose in the mouth of the head in the basket. One tombstone, one weeping widow. On the tombstone, there's a riddle. Who is the lamb that was sent to make the blind man see and repent? Riddle me this and riddle me that. Who is that cat in the hat?
All praise due to Allah, and that's a blessing. All praise due to Allah, and that's a blessing.
Yeah, what's going on, party people? It's your boy Mikey D of the LA Posse and Main Source, and now I represent elements of hip-hop. So right now you're tuned in to the Pioneers Hip-Hop Show with my man DJ Whirlwind D right here on Kane 103.7 FM. Come on, y'all, keep it locked, man. This is where real hip-hop lives.
Welcome back to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane 103.7 FM. If you've just joined us tonight, it's our Hip Hop at 50 series, and we are focusing on 1989. Now, before we get into the music and the news, hold tight for the end of the show, as we have a serious selection of brand new freshness from the likes of my fellow Beeline fam MC Oliver Twist, and a track from his forthcoming album, as well as my man Farma G, Lazy E featuring Globe and Shah Rock, EXP and King Kashmere. So much dope music out there at the moment. So we hyped the set with a mighty Sugar Bear and his all-conquering Don't Scandalise Mine, which was still smashing up dance floors in 1989, and it stood at number 15 on the 2nd of January. Interesting side note on the powerful Power Lord Sugar Bear himself is that he started his hip-hop CV affiliated with Spectrum City and WBAU. We then moved to Boston and the pre-premiere iteration of Gangstarr with the 45 King produced Moving On, which was number 19 on the 17th of January. Now, one of the big topics of conversation at the time was the way in which house music was proliferating at some of the hip-hop gigs. However, in both the States and the UK, hip-hop was fighting its corner. In London, DJ Pogo had just started a regular Saturday session at Camden's Electric Ballroom, and US crews were coming over thick and fast, with the Delicious Vinyl crew touring at the end of January, and MC Light and the Audio 2 also playing in the UK at the time. Other news on the street was LL Cool J's change of tour DJ from Cut Creator to DJ Scratch. Cut Creator had moved into more of a sort of management organisation position, and of course DJ Scratch had previously done some DJing for the UK's own Derek B, and of course would go on to become DJ for EPMD, and he took over from Caleb Boss with that final crew. Now, another topic that pervaded many conversations was the rise of NWA and gangster rap. A few years ago, we did a Pioneers show on the early West Coast hip-hop scene with pioneers such as Lonzo, Unknown DJ, David Stores, and many, many more. But by 1989, the majority of West Coast hip-hop was starting to follow the NWA blueprint. At the same time, movements which we touched upon in our 1988 show, such as the Stop the Violence movement, were very much the antithesis of this approach to the music. Over in the UK, both the Cookie Crew and Moni Love were starting to make serious waves, and indeed hip-hop was quickly becoming a global phenomenon. Now, the next track that we played was a great example of this, as it was the Cutfather and Soul Shock remix of Chill Rob G's Courts in Session, which stood at number 1, at least in its original format, on the 7th of February. The remix was done by a Danish duo who'd gone to remix for many, including Tupac and CC Peniston. We then finally moved into the sounds of our number 7 sound from the 21st of February, which was a brilliant B-side by Prince lover Dalu called All Praise. Okay, let's get straight into the March business.
I don't care who's first or who last, but I know that y'all just better rock this at the drop of a dime, baby. Better drop of a dime, baby. Drop of a dime. Drop of a dime. Drop of a dime. Drop of a dime. Drop of a dime, baby. I don't know what y'all gonna do with this, but it got to be funky. It got to be funky if you're gonna be on it. I don't care who start, I don't care what y'all do, but you got to be finished before the music is through. Now who's first up to bat?
Listen closely, see your attention's undivided. Many in the past have tried to do what I did, but just the way I came off then, I'm gonna come off stronger and longer, even with the drum off. I'll keep on going and flowing just like a river. I got a whole lot to give, so I'm a giver. Little at a time, new trails I'm blazing. Action is in effect and always stays in. Yeah, just like a shot from a cannon. I am the man in charge and I've been planning a jam strong enough that it can lift your soul. I'm the originator and my rhymes are made of gold. Once you hear the capital A, rap it'll stay with you for a while. It won't go away unless you force it. Of course it stays with you, my friend, and if you force it away, I'ma hit you again. I project my voice so it's right in the crowd. There's a sign at the door, no biting allowed. And if you didn't read it, I suggest you do so, or you'll be stranded just like Caruso. Sleep if you wanna, go ahead, get some shut eye. A man broke his jaw trying to say what I say on the microphone. He should've left it alone, just for the record. Let it be known that my ego's only partially grown. And never would I ever condone fighting in any form. Yo, I'm only warm. That verse was the calm. Now here's the storm.
Next up,
I believe that's me. Craig G, light up the mic for the symphony. The jam is dedicated to all unoptimistics that thought I wasn't coming out with some exquisite rhymes. But that's alright, cause now I'm back to kill all the rumors and straighten the facts of me. Not rocking rhymes like I always used to, but you jumped on the tip when you heard me in the Juice Cruise. You said, ain't that something? Yo, Craig, I heard you in that jam and it's pumping. I apologize. Oh yeah, and can I have your autograph for me and my grammar? That's how I'm living. On surprise mode. Don't even sleep. Try not to keep your eyes closed. Cause if you do, when you awaken, the so-called spot will be taken. I'll take it over like a greedy executive. Cause on the mic, my perspective is to be the best in all rap events. And since I have the call, I call experience.
No, next up.
Yo, I believe that's me. G-Rap, light up the mic for the symphony. Yo, Marley gives a slice. I get nice and my voice is twice as horrifying as this in price. Go steep till you fell in a spell of sleep. And while I'm counting the money, you count sheep. When G-Rap strikes the mic, I recite the type of hype that you like to make the people unite. I grip off hips and zip off lips. Step on reps. You flip and wanna sip on my tip. Take a deep breath because you don't have another left. Coming back like I'm revenging my brother's death. Making veterans run for medicine, cause I put out more life in a fight the con editors. Rip the damn cage like I'm on a rampage. So if you want rage, I'ma make front page. Read the headlines, suckers, the day's the deadline. Your head is way past bedtime. Can't kill no solo, cause you're still low. Soft like a pillow, my rap is rougher than Brillo. So fear me, don't dare me. And don't compare me to him when you hear me. Talk about a battle, but you ain't yet ready for war. Your metaphor sucks more than a whore. You can't replace me, ice me or ace me. Face me, face me, slice me or race me. Like me or taste me, I'll show you that I got force. My rap burns your mouth like hot sauce. Run for water while I break your tape recorder. Serve the sucker, the order is manslaughter. Another rapper, G-Rap Rex, he's rated X. The meaner boy is sex. Next, the amplifier gets used and abused. Pump so loud we might blow a fuse. This is anger, madness, ready to hang up. Rapper a singer, I'm putting up my middle finger.
Next up.
I believe that's me. Big Daddy can get on the mic for the symphony. Setting it off, letting it off, beginning. Rough till the ending, you never been in. The move, the groove with the smooth rap lord. Like a bottle of juice, rhymes are being poured down your ear. Crisp and clear as I prepare to wear, tear and smear left that you can all cling. Cause rockin' a party, yo, it's a small thing. I rip many places on regular basis, and broken down mics were the only traces that I've been there, in there at the party. The mic had my prints, and on it was a body. So take caution, I'm not horsing around in a throwdown clown, I'm taking yours, son. So just acknowledge the way that I kicked it, cause if rap was a house, you'd be evicted and dismissed from the microphone. Choking on a bone, cause daddy's home. And battling me is hazardous to health. So put a quarter in your act, cause you played yourself. Like a game in the arcade, you need a far aid. I'm walking the path that a law made. I'll attend and then begin to send a speech to reach and teach. So just say when, so I can let lyrics blast like a bullet. My mouth is the gun, on suckers I pull it. The trigger, get bigger, my pocket's getting bigger. Cause when it comes to money, yo, grants you got the groove. MCs, freeze, stand still. Nobody move, it's a sabotage. As I take charge, don't barge. Cause God, I'm living large like a giant. You're nothing but a midget, a small digit. You ain't with it, get it, quit it. I reign superior, always taking care of ya. No frill rappers, you will evaporate, disintegrate, deflate to your fate. As the great will dominate, straight to the state of reigning, gaining. So put gain in that category, period, in the story.
Not in my book, you supposed to keep on going to the end of the record. I still hear beats, what's that I hear? Man, I hand you the mic, I hand Big Daddy Kane, Master Ace, Greg G, and my main man Cool G. And they tore it up. I ain't gonna give y'all no microphone no more because y'all tear it up when y'all get it. I said just do a little something till the beats go. I still have beats, what's wrong with you? Yo, fellas, y'all got to do something on this there track. They ain't gonna let the track house use. What? You let these track house use? What? Yo, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yo, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
Yes, I realize. Open your eyes, cause I got a surprise. Steven D, back with my crew. Fucking first round, brand new. No time for contemplating, or imitating. I know I won't be faking, or even flaking. Yes, I am creating, and dominating. Why you all debating and taking, I will be making. Fucking first lyrics, no hesitating. Fucking first gimmicks and stage entertaining. Teaching you a lesson and educating. Rhyming on top of the clubbing. getting lower. Reckon this is where I'm looking.
You're listening to the sounds of Kane 103.7 FM.
What's wrong with you, man? You crazy.
Kane FM.
Searching for inspo, yes you know I go busting it solo. I'm mellow, bogos, cutting to and fro, wizards to maestro. You be with feeling into the crowd with appealing, so let's go. Yo, here's something that you should all know. Inspiration is needed, so all the rock should be heated or sold. Participation should show, so that we who do perform can simply grow. I'm progress, so yes, going up, school we are poses. With talent we're blessed, what is the rappers that's worthless? They're doing their thing right, we can't be recite. Fucking their eyes, showing teeth that are bright white, yo. Selling out with no doubt for the uplift, yo. You got my gift, yes, then that's the gift. Now I reconstruct the lyrics, my head is stacked. Come to rappers that to actually me out in that pack. They're just gentle to me, see? Nothing to eat, G. No wish to pick the whip, the whole of victory. I'm a homeboy sparky, I'm big like a grizzly. I know you can't touch me, because the crew's mighty. I'm big with debonair, what you hear you must fear. Coming to you loud and clear from any speaker that's there. I just jump into fifth gear, no frogs on a pair. While I got the microphone and then proceed to tear. I just bring the house down. Make you gather round and listen to the sound. Make you want to move, come make you move and show and prove. Every single time you groove, you know the
of the style which you know is smooth. When I rock, heads will knock, some will roll, some go crazy. Some at the stage door, they won't face me. Throwing out line after line, which has to be mine. And also have to duck on time, still a line holder hiding. Run you with finding, and yet I'm getting hyped, I'm busy rhyming.
Yo, what's up? This is Chrome representing the All C&I, No Half Stepping Records, and you're checking out my man Whirlwind D on the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane FM. Keep it locked.
Yo, D, I was just messing with this beat in the lab, and I thought, you know what? Let me just pass him this beat, rock 32 bars straight, and we're gone. What are you saying?
Tonight is all about 1989 on Kane FM, and we're running through the year via entries from the charts of the time. Now, first up, we played quite possibly the greatest posse cut of all time, and this was the 12-inch remix version of The Symphony by Marley Marl, which stood at number 6 on the 7th of March. Of course, we know the narrative very well with regards to why MC Shan, Roxanne Shante and Bismarck didn't feature on the second Juice Crew posse cut, but Master Ace did, and interestingly, some of this disquiet from Juice Crew members such as Shante and Shan at the time pointed to troubled waters ahead for the crew, and we're going to touch on that in just a moment. Now, after that, we played the brilliant sophomore 12-inch single from the Demon Boyz that was called Recognition on Music of Life. And of course, Music of Life at the time was the main UK label. Check out our Music of Life special on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel for much more on this, and of course the history of that label. Speaking of the UK, March would be forever remembered as the month that the mighty Cutmaster Swift took the World DMC Championship title in an incredible battle. You can catch the full set on YouTube, not on my channel, but there's some great footage up there, well worth checking out. Now, at the same time, it would be announced that Hijack had signed to Ice-T's Rhyme Syndicate, and so things were really looking up for UK artists as we approached the 90s. Now, going back to the US for a moment, we then moved on to Juice Crew Law by MC Shan. Again, that was a 12-inch remix version, and that stood at number 14 on the 3rd of April. And interestingly, this would be Shan's follow-up swipe at Boogie Down Productions, but sadly the whole album as well as its 12 had been delayed, and so although Juice Crew Law was and is a brilliant record and disc, it didn't have the impact on the Bridge Wars that perhaps it should have had. At the time, of course, despite Shan proudly waving the Juice Crew flag, things were beginning to fragment in Marley Marl and Mr. Magic's Juice Crew. While Shante and Kane both played at the DMC final at the Albert Hall that I just mentioned, Shante was heard discussing record labels and the lack of payment for artists, while Biz and Kane were busy looking to leave Cold Chillin' and sign straight to Warner Brothers. At the same time, of course, Kane had been allegedly involved in that shooting that we mentioned in our Juice Crew show involving the Kings of Pressure. Going back to the DMC final for a moment, it's worth also mentioning the Music of Life after party, which featured Merlin and MC Duke battling Overlord X. Now, speaking of UK legends, we rounded the section off with MC Mello's first solo record, Busy Rhyming, which stood at number 21 on the 27th of April. Such a jam, I forgot how good that was. Man, that's got to be one of the best tracks in '89. Absolute killer. Now, finally, before we move into May, it's worth noting that April would see the first in a tradition of hip-hop writers becoming MCs, with Michael Morgan, who wrote for Soul Underground and Hip Hop Connection amongst others, recording his first record under the name To The Top. Now, also Hard Rock Soul Movement, who we featured, of course, in our 1985 and 86 shows, would make a brief return in 1989, but after this they would stay very much behind the boards and involved with radio. So it's about time we moved into May and an underground classic from Most Wanted.
Suddenly a new sound attracts everyone's attention.
treachery or just something out of the blue to the rhymes to produce. And when I'm on the stage, I always get loose, cause I'm creative, intelligent, while you're just irrelevant. Your lack of skill is self-evident, so don't compete or try to meet, cause if you do, you will only get beat by rhyme. It's mine, or mine, created by my deaf intellectual mind. I overpower, devour, tower, but never cower. Why? Cause it's my hour, so to me is rap. I'm ready to get stupid on this calm down track. So step to the side, better yet the rear. I will soothe the pain so your mind is clear. Then plant you, feed you, grow you like a flower. Like Nintendo, now you're playing with power. Around the edges, I melt the wedges. When you're stuck, you got the message. I speak for all to listen. Don't stop, cause you're missing the original rhyme of the tanks. We don't miss or shoot blank, so pound for pound. This is the best sound you ever heard, clown. So come out.
Kane FM.
Once again, my friend, yo, it's Ace in action here to send any and all MCs into a frenzy. Cause I'll take a rapper out just like a Benzie. Yeah, this ain't the same old lame old bragging and nagging. Yo, all that became old years ago. And yo, here's a profession that I am fresh in and so I am going on and on like on a venture. Some of y'all are off from that because I sent ya. Let's move it forward. You like it if I pause? Yeah, you sure would. But I ain't pausing, no stop, just like a freeway. Rappers, you playing too close, I need some leeway. Cause it's about time for the party together. Little bit hype and yup, this is a letter to the better. A letter to the better. So go check the mail for yours, I unveil the jaws. Then I dog you, get down on all fours so we can brawl. The capital A's a dream, rhymes are fierce, pierce your ears like a laser beam. Reach, and I teach you each the speech like a spectrum. Even if you add bleach, it won't fade or run, cause it's made of 100% knowledge to weigh a ton. Listen, bud, yo, your rhymes are dud. Pencil or pen and I'll draw blood and take a strong stance. Strictly long pants, no shorts taken when you hear my song dance. Cause you can't keep still, so dance till you drop. All the hip-hop stop, but it never will. Yeah, now if you're better, then here's the move. Ace in action, I'm here to show and prove. Plain and simple, pretend my rhymes are pimple. Now bust it and watch it ache your temple. You need buffering, you're suffering, can you cope? Nah, nope, cause it's dope. And you hope I might slip a trip, stall or fall, but all hope is lost and tossed. You've been horsed, you're drugged, and you the bug. If I'd have said another line in this verse of my letter to the better. Yeah, my letter to the better. Letter. I wrote this letter. It's going out to those that are greater. I made a little noise, but it shows that to call yourself baddest. To give yourself status is nothing but a bunch of self-praise thrown at us. Now bust it, yo, why don't you save all that breath you're wasting? Here's a taste and style to keep you braced in the beat so deep, you find it hard to keep conscious. But let me tell you, don't sleep, cause if I catch you, I'll awake you like a nightmare. And bust around so deaf to hit you right where it hurts. Cause I'll be aiming for your ego. So if you're smart, step aside and watch me go. The master age just half the face. Chumps the bass, I eat you up, but first I say my grace. Father up in heaven, I sit before this table and look upon rappers, the weak and the able. And as I look and listen, I hear a lot of dissing and mess about being the best, but something's missing. You wanna keep rappers in check and give respect, correct? There's nothing wrong, I do it in my song. You know I like the ill, but still I try to fill the youth with the will to be strong in the long run. So son, it's important that we get a positive message across, so read my letter to the better.
Kane 103.7 FM. Kane FM.
Yo, you can't fight, but you can use an Uzi. Stop watching those gangster movies. Yo, slow down before you go down. The throw down, better sit, split, hit, get down, stay down, play it way down, say it later, pay down. My gun's son to run you down like a greyhound. Got loose, I got juice. Now shoot, regroup, load up, blow up. Boy, I'm bulletproof. Rough stuff, rough is enough. Plus I'm tougher. I huff and I puff and you'll suffer, not bluffing. I'ma tear down the whole stay down. Blow your house down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Countdown. Count out, punch your clock out. A K-N-O-C-K punk, a knockout. Knock in, on the lock in. I put my jock in. It was so big, you dig, thought I had a rocket. My pocket hard, Big Mac, Jack. You know that, you do that. About to shoot that and show throw that. I'm bigger, yes, I'm tougher. That's why you ought to play, take, break off. I have you running like water to shiver in the river. In that you living high like a turkey on Thanksgiving. Gonna break, meet you, defeat, beat you. And I gotta prove once and for all, you're not a gangster. Stop watching those gangster movies. I got heart like Humphrey Bogart. That ain't your part. Co-starring Lauren Bacall. Y'all gets no part of my game. Shame on the lane. Fame's my middle name. Now take a look like crooks came to take the blame. You wanna be cool, fool, extravagant or elaborate? Hit the avenue with a crew and you'll get more money, cash currency than you ever seen. Till the feds roll in and you'll fold like a magazine or a roadmap. Slap the death trap, handcuffs, fears, tears at the bum rap. 25 to life, write-ups and all the papers, boy. Kingpin, make raking in the cape of taking in cocaine tongues, my man. Not a kilo, Peru, Rio, Bogota, alias Neo. Now you got sentenced, served, and got sent. It's up like creek without a paddle's how you went up. Cell block B, the lockup tip, slam, bam, wham. Thanks, my man, you're a convict. And while you're in the penitentiary, your girl's screwing all your enemies.
Gangsta.
The punk saw too many.
Gangsta movies.
Break it down.
From the US to UK, my crew is cold crushing. I'm either out digging for gems or we're discussing them. With the deal, y'all, this is Oxygen representing vinyl veterans. And if I ain't out digging in the crates, I'm listening to the Pioneers of Hip Hop show with my man Whirlwind D on Kane 103.7 FM. The realness, y'all.
Welcome back to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane 103.7 FM. If you've just joined us tonight, we're continuing our Hip Hop at 50 series, and tonight focusing on another vintage year, 1989. Now don't forget you can catch all our previous shows on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel. Massive thanks for all the comments and likes, we hugely appreciate it. And don't forget we always feature brilliant new music at the end of the show, more on that later. Got to also mention the Vinyl Vandals crew, Sandy Duff and The Bridge, who are putting on another amazing jam-packed series of events this month to celebrate the 50 years of hip-hop. Having played at The Bridge and Lindisfarne on quite a few occasions over the years, I've got a lot of love for the Vinyl Vandals Bridge crew. So go on, check out their updates on Facebook and Insta for their live show serious lineup, including Blade, Holly Flow Lightly, Black Twang and more. They've also got an auction going on, big up to King Fred. Check out all the amazing things you can win in your bids on there. So let's get back into it. We find ourselves in May. Now the first cut we played was Most Wanted's number 4 track, Calm Down, from the 2nd of May, before we moved into the number 6 sound from the 16th of May, which was Master Ace's debut solo 12-inch single, Letter to the Better, under the name Ace and Action. That was of course produced by Marley Marl and featured his first DJ. Now in many ways this single started to mark that shift as the Juice Crew fragmented, and new artists such as Master Ace, as well as artists who were perhaps a little young at the time to have a big impact in the mid-80s, such as Craig G and Tragedy. Don't get me wrong, they both released some incredible music in the 80s, but those artists would start to take the reins alongside of course the powerhouses such as Big Daddy Kane, Kool G Rap and Biz Markie. Now May would also see Profile Records open up its office in the UK with Paul Oakenfold at the helm, another sign that UK hip-hop was still on the rise and moving in the right direction. Although around the same time there were rumours of Derek B's split with Phonogram over sounding not sounding pop enough. Of course, Tough Audio, his offshoot label, would eventually split from its parent label, and the rest was history. Next up we played Kickbag by Overlord X, which stood at number 2 in June. Interestingly, much like the so-called rivalry between Kane and Rakim at the time, Overlord X and MC Duke were also locked in a rivalry. In fairness, of course, this was very much proven and demonstrated at shows, whereas the Kane versus Rakim rivalry was a little less obvious. That said, many say that Rakim's brilliant unreleased track Hypnotic from around the time was a diss directed towards Big Daddy Kane. Either way, it's a brilliant track and a shame that it didn't appear on Eric B. and Rakim's third album. You can of course find it on the unreleased Classics EP, well worth tracking down. Finally, for our June selection, we moved into one of the greats, Marley Marl, and a track called Gangstarr Movies from his Piano album. The LP was a welcome return for the legendary Marley Marl, who of course had been much less prolific as the 80s drew on. Interestingly, it came out on Sylvia Robinson's offshoot label New Day, one of a collection of labels that she launched post Sugar Hill. Of course, there was Bon Ami as well, and we all know Bon Ami was that label that launched the early Naughty by Nature records. Finally, we moved into July, and it's worth mentioning that BPM Records announced a follow-up to their amazing Hardcore Volume 1 album, one of my favourite compilations ever, but sadly that never materialised. I'm guessing there must be tapes out there somewhere with the music on. Let's hope someone finds them and commits them to wax at some point. So much goodness there, I'm sure. So like I say, we find ourselves in July with one of Philadelphia's finest, one of my favourite crews, the Mighty Tough Crew.
Like a broom, sweep the week, cause I'm like boom, flashing, cashing, smashing, trashing nuts, and still resume to do damage, cause yo, I don't hold back, leave you numb when I'm done, so you know that, I will prepare to terrify, terrorize, leave you scared, standing there, petrified, by the way I kick off a rhyme designed to blind the minds of mankind, genuine, but look at it this way, judge for yourself while I display, vocab skill, feel attack, new jacks and on back, cause it came off whack. With the overload program, pump the sound, put you down. Don't come around my part of town where I'm bound to ice, grab the mic and burst. Come from behind and wind up first, so just get on, get rid of, rip the head off a sucker who bit off the brother. Word to the mother, and when I'm done, pass me another to drop, cause I already shot.
Back with a style of rap to attract the ears of peers. Dope is here, year for year. Tough crew will appear at the top. So this time up, I ready shot to go down with a posse that's booming. DZP, most definitely. Won't slow down, keep it throw down, keep the room in motion. Mixing up the funkiest potion of beats to rhymes, rhymes to beats. Rope techniques spin, too tough in the wind. Hands so quick and we roll too thick, so thin. Best describes competition. On a mission till it's complete. Just like the ladies, success is sweet. So I roll deep within the danger zone. Sleeping again, Holmes, while I wreck shot.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
I'm about to go off. Z is not a show off, but if I have to blow off your head with a mag full of lead or words are said, then one mic will have to shed light on the situation so you don't forget what are the last two letters of the alphabet. Yet when I'm displaying and saying intelligent rhyme, the time is perfect for me to go for mine. Solo for this chapter in the book. Tone is my partner, you bit the hook. Swallow, digest it, now I have to reel ya, cut and reveal ya, just to show your weakness. Even if I have to destroy your whole body system, it will be worth it to make the crowd listen as I kill and build and drill lyrics and skill to show that Anthony Hill ain't the average run of the mill. My will to live gives me extreme power. My rhymes tower, yours are the size of a flower. Or better yet, a grain of sand. Let me expand as I take command. I'm in control of things. leave rhymes or exposed to the public. Don't try to dub this, cause then I have to rub this 12-gauge shotgun right against your brain. Won't restrain, but pain will be your outcome. None of these rhymes have been made up for wishes or miracles. Only wise words that are spiritual. My life force moves me through the course of life.
Yo, Z, why do you do this right?
I'm in control of things.
You're listening to the sounds of Kane 103.7 FM.
Yo, what's up, y'all? We in the Ultra Lab, man. We got this beat rolling, man. We might as well start this course line. Y'all with that?
Yeah, let's do this shit, man.
Yo, so how we gonna do this? Yo, matter of fact, you know how we gonna do it? Yo, Tim Dog, you lead it off, alright? Alright. So we gonna get out of here, man. It's on you. Take it, my brother.
Call me the hick, the big, the lick, the dick, the spick, cause I'm too quick. I'll be appraised and raised with the brave. I'm the headmaster and you're my slave. Metaphor master, rhymes are disaster. Half the class, the faster, call me the master. You wanna check, project with a simile, but I'm so large I'll bone your girl Emily. Procrastinator, later, hater, plater, straighter. You wanna be taught? Raider. I'll control, get bold, uphold, refold, in tow, cause I got so many dollars. Scholars, hollers, girls wanna stop and talk, but I walk away, cause dog don't lay. Rappers wanna play, go ride a sleigh. I'll compare and dare with the stare. You say where, I'm over here. Metaphor physical, rhymes are artistical, lyrical, miracle, difficult, to some terrifical. Hypothetically, alphabetically, energetically, theoretically, no joke, hardcore. Rhymes will stick more, dog will get more. Yes, 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 y'all. I manifest, protest, and progress. Confess with reflex, cause I get co-sex. I can't believe how dope I am. Give me a pound, thank you, ma'am. So whether you think that I'm just a myth, the rip, the lift, the gifts, the ifs, the fifth, the shift, the split, that's in control, a hole, a bowl, a bowler, make it, take and ache and think. Woo! Hot damn, I'm great. I'm on the chorus line.
It's the chorus line.
It's the chorus line.
It's the chorus line.
Yo, Trev, yeah, bust your rhyme.
Hold the beat, stop the beat, drop the beat, give me a second to think of the dopest language, lyrical interest, the metaphor, better for if and or before the score. One more, then implore the rhyme, line, fine, combine these signs, redefine, intertwine, down the line, see the sign, stop sign, pause, and let me enter your brain. Reshape the full circumference, then maintain the build, in which I equal to destroy. I'm like a twisted tornado, you're just a toy boy made, manufactured by Parker Brothers. You bought your rhymes from another wholesale. Words are stale, up the bail, cause you failed. Try to trail my certain style, words and rhythm for connecting, dissecting, interjecting. I'm collecting feeds the way it actually should be known to me, cause that's the way it has to be done for me, mine, and everyone else around. You're unequal to the sound of my ratio. My strength is mental, universal power. For the hour, I will rain like a shower. Nucleon, cause you beyond fatal, more than able, also capable of taking you out without a doubt. And with clock, just a sissy, I suck a Girl Scout. I'll rewind myself and then begin again. Strike, ignite, and burn, just like hydrogen. Come again, as I intend to start the end, to go beyond means of a titan. I'm fighting, releasing my fury to cause static and shine. The superstar reigns supreme. The other lover has got to be dope and deaf, the best that never fest. Unless you guess the test, the threat and jest. Never mess up from a chorus line.
Kane FM.
16 parallel is a line drawn by white people through Angola, and the racists say that blacks can't cross that line. The South Africans say that the SWAPO freedom fighters can't cross that line.
The motherland, home of the black man, taken away, enslaved, governed by a white man. Without right, stole control, the Dutch and English fight. Inside killing, we couldn't read nor write. A breach of peace, won't teach my freedom of speech. Preach upon a segregation, where the hell will it cease? Exploiting my brother through color. Racist, blubber, buffer in a body bag. Yeah, word to the mother.
One tuna, let me get rid of my fumes. Fires, build the earthquake moves you. Black little children have to grow. And you know, with the prayers was not so. And yo, limits for my people behind bars. Heads averted, the government's a retard. State of emergency, hold your fire. Violence is not yet a desire.
In a sort of it all, if I shake with a guana, then I wanna black me a trade union. Them a blow up a fifth and them a kill a black. But we have to get militant up, rather stand strong. So listen lyrics, straight from the posse that we all made. Cause I say what they need is a living wage. Now we have to fight for that. Been on the block, so record show for buy this track.
guns now. You're buying, you're wearing it. Playing sports in Sun City, we ain't doing it. Civilized people got to stand. The British won't section, but they wish they had.
Here's a place governed by a certain set of rules. There's so much wealth and a power plan which pulls a white minority. We both already have a stronghold where the black majority are compelled by law to enjoy in a land that rightfully own. How to stand when subjected to an unclean regime, which means your skin tone determines your work, health, and home.
Murdering children for throwing stones. The police terrorize our brothers' homes. The rock we set about top and they break them, saying that's absurd. And in the third world, Mike J will be heard. Well, it's me, Diva D, the MC Thriller and Chiller. I'm not a black killer like Volta. What the hell voted? What's the motive for killing South African children?
The 16th parallel applies in Angola, it applies in Namibia and in South Africa. But the parallel also applies in Britain, when white racists say that black people, especially the youth, can only go so far and no further.
Nelson Mandela, a fellow black brother, I run in a jail in South Africa, fighting for freedom but still not free. 26 years separated from his family. To liberate, to educate, a lovely country for support, jail for even without a passport. This wicked system surely must fall when Mandela is free, detainees and all.
The world at large is a game plan. Protection of their investments means they seem to play blind man. Turning their backs when they know the facts of this fool Maboda, who does the scene of a big Torex, racially improving national party. The cameras never show the thousands of bodies that perish pursuing the protest against a pale face who tries to displace the black race.
Ebony, hear your name, I feel your pain. Java from the bosom, agitated chain. From school to a tomb, call a cell where they dwell. Tortured and killed in a living hell. The children die, the mothers cry. Our hearts are bleeding and asking why. The birth to death caught in a mad trap. Born proud to be black, but born to stay back.
Bananas and grapes with the name called Cape.
If you buy these, I'm asking you to stop.
The money that you spend on South African fruit.
You really buying Mr. Bones' crowd.
So that's money for guns.
Bones' delight.
Lots of black blood.
And a lot of black life.
If my brother see it fit to make a sacrifice.
Blood thicker than water, so I don't think twice.
Brothers and sisters depressed, then oppression holds a noose around the neck, a noose around the soul. They can't vote and I quote that are far from dope. Yet they cope and the fire in the heart is hope. And justice is dealt to the child and the mother. Dark-skinned brother, another they try to smother your reality. Through a low morality, minority rule the majority, inequality.
Eating away every day from the inside. A brother died because of the pride. He was denied by a racist regime. For a white man it was heaven, but for a black man near Armageddon. So beyond the 60 parallel is where we venture. The people may stop us and say who sent you. Pursue, renew a long lost sort of freedom. These are the words of a brother movement, so heed them.
Give one man a uniform, gun by his side. Make him some promises, strangle his pride and his people. And their right to be equal. Tell him he's better than those who would fight him. What he's achieved to stand by a white. Under a flag that would murder his color and pay him to do so like Judas and others. But when innocents die, what they promised was lies.
Steve Biko, black hero in a hall of fame. Freedom fighter for those oppressed, killed by the oppressor. Spirit of Africa, his belief was not to kill another, but to murder the idea one man superior. The brothers and ghettos are so wet, others stand alone. Hypocritical governor sit up on the throne. We expose this insanity, apartheid's on trial for crimes against humanity.
As black people, we must smash the 16th parallel. As people, we must unite and smash the racist South African government and free South Africa and Namibia. ANC and SWAPO will win. Amandla.
Hey yo, this is Phil Most Chill, still out to kill, and you are listening to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show presented by Whirlwind D on Kane FM. Get busy or get lost.
Kane 103.7 FM, the Pioneers Hip Hop Show in full effect. If you've just joined us for the first time this evening, we have Fixed Our Gaze on 1989, celebrating hip hop at 50 and running through some of the key news, events and essential jams of the year as taken from the hip hop charts of the time. Don't forget you can catch all of our previous shows on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel and some of the really old ones on the Kane FM Mixcloud. So back to the music, and we find ourselves in July 1989. Now, one of the biggest events in the hip-hop calendar is of course, or was of course, the New Music Seminar, Battle for Supremacy, and in this case, in this year, in this month, Freshco would win the MC battle in a final against MC Surge from Cleveland, and DJ Aladdin would get his revenge on Cutmaster Swift, winning the DJ title. Freshco, of course, would go on to sign to Tommy Boy soon after. Over the years, there has been some controversy over the MC battle in that year, with Uptown in particular casting doubt on the outcome, but nothing's ever been proven, and so Freshco remains the very worthy winner. First up, we played one of my favourite crews, the Tough Crew, and a track called Wreck Shop, taken from their third long player, which was number 1 for July in Soul Underground. After that, we skipped over to Trenton, New Jersey, and YZ's In Control. For more on Trenton, Tony D, and New Jersey hip-hop, check out our show, Celebrating New Jersey, on the Whirlwind D YouTube channel. Hip-hop in the UK continued to grow from strength to strength, with Daddy Freddy officially becoming the fastest rapper in the world and entering the Guinness Book of Records shortly afterwards, managing 343 syllables in 60 seconds. Now, I'm an MC and the mind boggles. Big shout also to JC001, who wasn't far off Daddy Freddy. The final cut that we played in this volley of tracks was Brothers Beyond the 16th Parallel, which was number 7 on August the 22nd, and demonstrated the strength of homegrown hip-hop at the time, with an all-star cast featuring Hijack, Mello, London Posse, Demon Boy, She-Rockers, Cookie Crew, and many, many more. Now, the record itself was introduced by Tottenham MP Bernie Grant and was made in aid of the African National Congress, and was very much a call for Nelson Mandela to be freed, which of course thankfully he would be in 1990. Now, despite the growing successes of UK artists, there did remain some divisions. In July, Queen Latifah would have to intervene on stage at the Music of Life birthday jam to stop an altercation between Duke and Overlord X, and at the same time, Overlord X's ex-posse were reducing in numbers, with some artists walking away from the collective. Also, the She-Rockers would split, and the Demon Boys would leave Music of Life, much to Music of Life's disappointment, and I'm not surprised because the Demon Boys are such a talented crew. That said, UK hip-hop was strong and growing all the time. Now, before we move into September, I must mention the third track we played, the amazing chorus line by the Ultramagnetic MCs featuring Tim Dog, which to many of us would be the first time that we heard this controversial MC on wax. Of course, he had actually debuted as part of the Power of Two back in 1987, but his verse on chorus line showed he meant business. Another ultra classic for sure. Okay, next we move into September.
Yo, no way!
We will carry the fight to the people in the fall, and we shall win.
Poet the assassinator, no one's greater. Noel, rip the fader, I hate her. Suck MC, trying to test my ability. MASSACRE's in effect, I'm here to wreck. Rappers I disconnect, take their title and don't break a sweat. Rhymes I inject into your tape deck, record it, play it back, learn it, say it back. Noel, my partner, put things in sync. As sucker MCs become extinct at the hands of the master. I just laugh at ya, cause you're a victim of the musical massacre. Like a papermate, you can't escape. Stepping to me is a bad mistake. See, another career had to end so quick. That's what you get when you face poet. Cause I'm a renegade and I'm out to score. I don't care if it means all out war with any MC. All MCs are running. Man your battle stations, I'm coming. I suit you up, let you think you're hype, and then just smash you like a termite. I
calling me daddy poet. Rhymes I invent, beat you in an instant. Step to the side, win, and witness the massacre. He makes the beats for me to break fool. I'm a maniac, hit a rack to my lips a chap. Competition, prepare to get waxed. The executioner must execute. Weak MCs must get the boot. My rhymes are awesome, rappers I toss them. Enemy lines, I easily cross them. All you weak MCs in the industry, you better pray that you don't run into me. Cause I'ma hunt you down like a panther and get rid of you and your dancers. Suckers get paid who can't rap. They try to be a wannabe and can't be that. I rip rappers up and shred them like wheat. I don't care who you are, you're gonna get beat. Suck it MCs, they try to pass this. I bust a rhyme and they turn to ashes. Massacre.
103.7 Kane FM.
Descending from the tribes of Africa, inspired by the great black leaders.
Vainglorious, this is protected by the red, the black, and the green. With a key, zoom.
Dynamic, articulate, receptive, courageous, outspoken.
One man is not a nation, brother builds a clan. Strengthened the circle creates the better man. The colors, the brothers, the key, the motherland. This causes to assemble this black band. Red, black, and green are the colors of the flag on the rise. Cause the nation shouldn't guise. I'm ever flowing as I come to sons and daughters. Knowledge leads the way, so I flow like Nile's waters. African American, rebel of authority majority. Why I'm so-called minority. Sometimes they ask me, why are you the rebel? Is that the way you choose to tame the bass and treble? Yep. Brother, don't get deep, that's what they're telling me. Just like a sellout. While society gets stronger and stronger, my race is weaker and weaker. Maybe I can make a difference to a mic and a speaker. So my lyrics flow different than a hip-hop bebop mic controller who turns out to be the flop. My wisdom God-given, exercise quantum rhythm, power positive and strictly Bible. That's how I'm living. Fortress we establish high, so none attack it. Back to the ways of our mathematic blackness. They can't solve, it's something they can't catch. Took respect of our lives, and now I'm snatching it back. Power flows in the nation, there is life in the key. Let us all bind together in the red, the black, the green. One vainglorious way, through the heart unified. And that should be the guide for the younger nation, so they can build the tribes. After and beyond, keep the colors alive. A message through lyrics and beats composed. Bring composure outstanding direct to those who understand what was taken. Xerox and stripped naked. Today's pig shall be tomorrow's bacon. Education brings false words, why do they teach? Everything that I learned, I had to self-reach. What do you know of a race that's dying hourly? The smartest men on the world lay in the Bowery. Or either trapped or brainwashed on the come up. Kick to the butt, wake up, are you some kind of nut? Are you blind? Can't you see what's never seen? We need some unity within the colors of the
Kane 103.7 FM.
Slow down and yo, let the rhyme flow. And listen to the voice of Steezo. Let me explain the situation that's taught. Blame it on me, yeah, I know it's my fault for teaching you how to jam right. Tell you the truth, they need the band mics because I'm a danger zone, making beats vibrate right through the bone. Not a doctor, operating, just a rapper, demonstrating talents to the people who can stand the facts. Just bring it on down. To the max, to the max, to the max. Go. Main point, I mean jet out. Rappers, yo, I'm putting heads out, making MCs drop down to their knees, saying more beats, please, Steezo. Time after time, this kid's getting doper. There's no way, what way, that you can cope with the man with the gift. Yo, Jim, describe me. Swift. It's me, Steezo, selling records by the rack, so bring it on down. to the max, to the max, to the max. Can you get with this? It's something smooth. Now it's time for Steezo to get in the groove. You've been waiting for a long time. I left you sitting, but now I know a lot of MCs are like ishing. Don't be afraid and alarm and just pressure. Keeping it filed that Steezo is a treasure. I'm dangerous. Show-wise, I am illegal. Two birds together, I stand out like a seagull. I'm the man, I'm the one, I'm the boss. You call me for a show and I'ma tell you the course. I'm just a principal. Lounging in your high school. So homeboy, yo, I just advise you to keep it in your skull that a phantom fluid. Then you finish the test, then you finally ruin. Remember, this is dope on wax, so to the max, to the max, to the max.
Kane FM.
Yo, this is kind of slow, but I know the G's gonna be pumping it. But this is one subject that nobody don't know about.
Check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out. Move the beat and go the wrong how. When you hear my golden voice, you know it's me. The poetical, energetical rap MC. Well, that's not the subject matter of to be cool. I'm just telling you girls and fly kids stay in school. I always reminisce when I was in class 12. But you feel like a simpleton when you get expelled. Or even if you have a couple of days of detention. It's just as good as one bad suspension. So when you're grown up, you'll say the same thing to your kids. Be in class before the bell ring. But you know, kids is kids. For them, high school is like a 3-year bid. I'm not gonna tell a lie, I used to cut class until a principal say, got in my ass. He said, "Biz, the only way you're gonna get a BM is to get your education instead of hanging with him." So I got my head together and chill the hell out. And the only thing they can say is check 'em out. Check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out. Move the beat, I'm gonna rock the house. Check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out. Move the beat, I'm gonna rock the house. Now this is the second part of this lesson. I'm singing it this way cause it's my profession. You don't have to go to high school to be an MC, but you got to know the value and means of money. Cause a lot of parents, they are taxpayers. So it's real stupid when you disobey your principal, vice principal, or even a teacher. Cause when you do that, you know you never reach a higher level or even your goal. Because you don't want to listen to what you're told. So please take heed to what I say. I hope I'm not saying it for my health today. Cause if I am, please tell me so I can stop. It's not like I'm your mother, sister, brother, or pop. So come on and listen to me without no doubt. So you can be educated and have clout. Check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out. Move the beat, I'm gonna rock the house. Check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out, check 'em out. Move the beat, I'm gonna rock the house.
For forever, yeah. Right now, I'm out of England, fresh out of Ghana, listening to the Pioneers of Hip Hop show on the Kane FM with a man like Whirlwind D and a man like DJ Miracles Skane.
Welcome back to the Pioneers Hip Hop Show on Kane 103.7 FM. Tonight's all about 1989 through the music and some of the key events of the year. We're using those chart entries from each month to plot the course of our story. Now, first up was the hard-hitting underground jam Massacre by Noel Rockwell and the Poet. The duo had, of course, previously been embroiled in the Bridge Wars, but sadly would split after this release, with the Poet going on to record as Black Poet with PhD initially, and then a whole number of crews, including Screwball, over the years. And in fact, the Black Poet is still recording to this present day. From there we move to the number 12 sound for September, which was X-Clan's Raise the Flag. Now, X-Clan were another very influential Afrocentric group, and much like the Stop the Violence movement, they were helping to usher in that mode of consciousness, in contrast to the gangster rap sound of NWA and others. We then moved to the late great Steezo and a track called To The Max, which was number 15 in October. Steezo hailed from Connecticut and would get his start in the business having battled EPMD's dancers at a club in New Haven. From there he would go on tour with EPMD alongside Run DMC, Jazz Jeff and the Fresh Prince, and of course EPMD, and he opened the show for them, and legend has it that the crowd responded so positively to Steezo that EPMD championed them, and eventually of course they then scored their own deal with Fresh, or he scored his own deal with Fresh Records. For our final cut, we move to another legend, sadly no longer with us, the incredible Biz Markie, and a track called Check 'Em Out from his sophomore album. Number 6 for Soul Underground in October. Going back to the news of the time for a hot minute, in early October rumours broke regarding the split up of the Ultramagnetic MCs. It was reported that each member was going on to focus on solo projects. Now thankfully history tells us that they would re-emerge a year or so later with a fresh deal penned with Mercury Records. I'm glad, because they are one of my favourite crews of all time. Late 89 was a really interesting time in the music with a huge variety of styles, as evidenced by many album releases at the time, such as Big Daddy Kane's It's a Big Daddy Thing, which featured the swing beat sounds of Teddy Riley, as well as hip house and of course hardcore hip hop. And at the same time, artists like NWA, who I mentioned earlier, and Above the Law were crafting that gangster rap sound, whilst groups like Digital Underground and De La Soul were pushing the boundaries of how hip-hop could sound. An amazing time, and not surprising that so many major labels were circling like vultures. Okay, with that in mind, we switch to 4 killer indie releases from late 1989. First up, it's Flavor Unit MC Lord Ali Barsky.
Superior firepower is what I'm holding. Before I let it backfire, I'm unloading. A deadly display, don't think I can let it end. Non-stop, much to my chagrin. A repeat performance from an enormous individual giving you waves that are flawless. The longer I go, yo, the better I get. Awards are given to me, I'm the recipient. This record hits, then let it deal with the facts of the case, none of the rhetoric. Let bygones be bygones. I will sometimes strong be deadly, steadily for silence. Centuries, MCs, what a mess you're making. My lyrics are self-explanatory, breathtaking. Brother man, nothing can make me suffering. I'm a tougher man, my style of rap is another brand. The kind that just lets my brain go. Pause, speed up, pause, press, don't change it. The beat plays the background, I'm in the front court. Ali Barsky's my name, so you want more. War, I get heavy with the weight of a tank. Taking 10 paces a turn, cause you're shooting blanks. You can't master this, might as well dance and flex. I'm in full, giving half effect. Mark 45 King, fundamentally sound. Pump the petrified dance floor with a bass pound. If I don't meet the beat, then I'm a fool, and would rather be a vegetable. I'll exercise my power to pain you, and you'll suffer, cause mentally I drain you. Don't make room while I proceed to drop some hard lyrics, become top gun. As I feel a breeze, I'm at ease and feeling greater. A one-man wrecking crew, full-body robust flavor is what I get. Do you up as if you were licorice whip. I'm a strangler, hip-hop, I'm hip. Cold cashing it, harassing them, breaking. Bounty hunters amount to nothing, I'm title taking. All of you enemies, don't think of dissing me, because I'm wired, I blow you to smithereens. This here is critical, suckers persist to boring. Step indoors, lock my crematorium. I'm steady flooring them, because they soak when I bet them. 45 King is my ultimate weapon, it wouldn't be smart if you're a trader. Rap smart, arts artificial flavor. I just attack hoods. I engage in raw spelled backwards. Two things can happen, you can win or bleed. There's no escaping arms of those of a centipede. It's meaner, no misdemeanor. So come cleaner, pockets greener. You were a seer, now a believer. Ever since I was born, back in the days of my birth. You know my name and I can wipe you off the face of this earth. So don't play me like some monkey type Neanderthal man. I write the funky type around me and my posse, my man. Now let's do it. The flavor unit is going to rule it. Took the crew to the cougar's nest. And we flew it, so explosive. My main motive is to go get a posse that's speeding and slow it down. This competition could never make me abort my mission. Steady loading my Larrys with ammunition. Take notice, here's a warning shot from a hot one. Lord Ali Boxers are equipped to become Top Gun. The flavor unit strikes again. The 45 King, I'm Lord Ali Bosky, and there's more firepower to come. Top Gun. And we goes.
103.7 Kane FM.
Lord Finesse is the brother that you have to hear. I flow smooth like clouds in the atmosphere. I'm spectacular, so damn terrifying. So whack MCs don't think about ever trying to just flip, cause what it boils down to, you won't survive the step to me in round two. I stand and expand like a great man, and swing a party like Tarzan and the Ape Man. Say rhymes that are necessary, make them extra scary. Watch Finesse and take notes like a secretary. I get furious, display experience. Lord Finesse is nasty, period. Lord Finesse in effect with the master rap, and I flip on the mic like an acrobat. I won't fret, step, but I'll make a rep using vinyl, wax, or tape cassette. Think I'm weak? Take your next look and get schooled and read like a textbook. Cause I'm the better man, and I never ran. MC beat me, I give credit to whoever can. Cause I terrify, scare, and horrify. Couldn't win against me if you let your father try. I hang and socialize, rhymes just multiply. Me and Mike get with it because we both apply. Lyrical lecture, word architecture, rap director, the best in my sector. Microphone crew chief, releasing a smooth speech. Yo, I get nasty with a pen and some loose leaf. Lyrical summary, there's only one of me, and Lord Finesse is far from a wannabe. Cause I could get funky and smooth like Kashmere, and slay a rapper with rhymes that said last year. So don't try roasting or toasting me, or even approaching me. I break you physically and emotionally, so damn fly at this. So don't even try to just put rhymes together like a stupid mad scientist in a laboratory. I'm a brother with a battle story. Lord Finesse stand tops in my category. MCs are petrified with nowhere left to hide. I slay a rap and go, what's up? Who's next to try? I ain't having it. Poetical graduate, and me get whipped by who? Imagine it. MCs on jeopardy as soon as they step to me. I'm the man ladies break their neck to see. Highly explosive and nothing to joke with. Cause I can get funky on the fast or the slow tip. Cause I'm badder, but it doesn't matter. Sharp like a dagger, able to ragger. Booty MC who dares try to play me. Cause even the ladies tell me you nasty, man.
Kane 103.7 FM.
Turn like a boomerang, shooting down clowns from each and every town like a shooting range. The pain's too much for your brain, take Novocaine. Here's a special edition for your feather brain. Save the breath, knock it off, time to pass off. For a hum, them Holocaust blast off. Skills to kill in the battlefield. Thrills like a Ferris wheel, but the fold is a minefield. Prepare for those that repeat me like an echo. Defeat unique, the elite, man, heck no. Button your lips, get a grip, save the bullshit. Cause I'm a Terminator, you're the opposite. Unique, so hardcore, composed, as strong as a bulldozer. You're soft like a sofa. Lyrics are killing like a vet when I manifest. Fast like a flick of an ass, I'm a cigarette. Such a delight to copy and bite. Try to recite what I write, but the rhymes I design are pure dynamite. Hardcore lyrics combined with the bass line, a real smooth beat so suckers can't counter mine. Don't even think about a war, I'm pure for sure. Man eating like a carnivore or a cannibal, cause my style's intangible. This ain't the A-team, I ain't Hannibal, but I'm ready and hostile. Attack with the freestyle, check while I wreck the next style. Back up, unique's the type that won't slack up. All the sucker MCs get hacked up, cause I'll brutalize with the rhymes that I utilize. Step in the way you get polarized, cause I'll terminate enemies that perpetrate or take the mic then exterminate. Such a delight, copy and bite. Try to recite what I write, but the rhymes I design are pure dynamite. So therefore, I'm keeping the crowd in an uproar. Killings and far from the intro. My lyrics are sinful. They're going and flowing with the tempo. Tearing and ripping at brains as I entertain. Nothing remains but blood stains and membrane. Puddles of blood on the ground as I turn around. Beating you down to the ground like a hellhound. Horrible warfare controls the air like a nightmare. The Legion of Doom won't fight fair. Rip up nightclubs. Rhymes hit your heart like a billy club. Eat up scrubs like a sub. Unique slaying and laying out ducks, so keep praying. Unique ain't playing, step back cause I'm spraying. Such delights, copy and bite. Try to recite what I write, but the rhymes I design are pure dynamite.
Kane FM.
Lyrical maniac, lyrical. Many people hear it, think it's a miracle. Miracle, musical, maybe get physical.
Go, play, go.
Reaching the pinnacle, moving in circles in region of swingers, rappers, DJs, and even soul singers. Singing, swinging, telephones ringing. As from the solo rap is what I'm bringing. General public, I think you better know this. I guess that it's true. I'm a rap chauvinist, on the list, single, solo, telling all the fools that you want a polo, rolo, or maybe even a biscuit. Tell me something, was it worth you to risk it? To many it's madness, lyrical badness. But for now I think I better confess that I wear the blue, the black, never the yellow. Cool and calm, just an ordinary fellow. Tapping on the tables but I don't play the cello. As an example I go a cappello. Hello, well maybe what's happening? Why don't you admit that the style that I'm rapping in is kind of amusing? Steadily cruising, you'd be a fool if you was refusing it. Many people choosing it, wise decision. Put it in your Walkman, walk around, listen. Many are losers, yep, they're losing it, yep. I'm losing them, simply confusing them. They say excuse me, I'll excuse them. As for the money I earn, I refuse them. Dealing in lyricals, never the joker. Dealing with the ones I call the no-hopers. Some might be younger, some might be older. Oh, what the? I'm the beholder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. No one is my idol, no one is my hero. Numero uno, ain't what I'm proving. I get the pleasure from watching the people moving. Those who are pseudo, I'll be like Tyson, or maybe even Bruno, who know, you know, Frank. Idiots are left all speechless blank. You ought to know that this is no prank. I was over rhythm and who can you thank? This is no stranger, or the Lone Ranger. Been doing the rapping since I was a teenager. You know the one. Oh, that son of a gun. Many are worthless, many respected, many rejected, many affected by the unexpected. Form of intelligence, form of knowledge. When I left school, I went straight to college. Schooling. Teachers never taught me, never went in class, but they never caught me. Even in lessons, instead of learning, I wrote the lyrics, I was aching, burning, banging on the table, something like so. Boy, what a way to go. The rapper politician from out the blue, telling all the income boofs that they're through. You hear me? Wake up, realize you sound real stupid when you try to sound civilized. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Chewing on chicken, doing the hip hop. They can never even tell A from B. If they ain't a friend, then I guess they're an enemy. Enemy. Ooh, what a feeling. Talking about sexual healing. Personal issue. Slap you on the forehead, you grab a tissue. The joke is on you. Why bother get cynical, lyrical, maniac, lyrical.
As you sit in the cheap seats, these beats are hitting the streets, peeps. A sheep sleep I've written in heaps deep. Creep leap to grab him and curse. Look at him and thirst. Like Adam and his madam, I had him first. Worst search the greed that I seed and needed. Breed, need and lead him to freedom, bleeding. Heathens are sipping, trip your grip slipping. Rip the hits bitten by lips when it's written. I run towns where nuns lounge, lunge nouns and plunge clowns, deep into depression like grunge sounds. I won crowns where some rounds have come to sundown and unwound, unbound venom and unfrown. Some found I'm vexed within. Text to spin, then I skin your next to kin. Let's begin. I sussed your thug lust, and plus I slug dust like a crush in a drug bust. Heart the start proof, I knock the sharp tooth, shark youth and park truth, spark your dark booth. Your vision's lit when I spit the precision of it. Grit, collision, and hit. Now your decision is split. Crammer zone, home grammar and jam alone. Slam a tone that's known in a manner to gramophones. Stop crying cause you're trying to hear flows. De-exposed pros on the Pioneer shows. Yeah, this is Cell 1 from the Gutter Snipes. Check it out, Whirlwind D, Kane FM. Shock it, rock it in the pocket. Tick tock it, shake it, pop lock it. Now you hear the flow. Check the Pioneer show with Whirlwind D as he drop it.
Kane 103.7 FM, the Pioneers Hip Hop Show in full effect. Remember, you can catch the Pioneers Show live on Kane FM every 4 weeks on your FM dial at 9 PM on a Monday or via the player at www.kanefm.com. Also, big shout out to my Boot Records fam and their show every 2 weeks on a Wednesday at 9 PM. Check out the Kane FM schedule on the website for details of both shows and much, much more on the big daddy that is Kane. So we find ourselves at the tail end of 89, and the first cut you heard was the Flavor Unit's Lord Alibarski, who would unfortunately have a short-lived music career, but the track we heard, which was called Top Gun, which appeared on the second Flavor Unit album, as well as a 12-inch single, was at number 3 on the 14th of November. For more on the Flavor Unit, check out our show dedicated to that crew over on the Whirlwindy YouTube. We then moved to the debut from Lord Finesse, Baby You Nasty. Finesse would of course go on to be one of the founding members of the DITC crew. This particular track stood at number 10 on the 14th of November, and all these lords are just making me reminisce. I don't know if you remember, there was an article in Fat Lace magazine a long time ago where they listed out all the lords in hip-hop music, and having 2 lords in a row just made me think of that one. Anyway, let's get back to the chart. We then jumped a month to the number 2 sound from New Jersey MC Unique and a track called Pure Dynamite. Another track that featured on the New Day label. Interestingly, his unreleased album Die Hard, to which it's believed there are 2 existing test pressings, is one of the highest ever selling hip-hop records. And we go into much more detail on this in our Rap Holy Grail show, which again you can find over on YouTube. Fortunately, the brilliant Diggers with Gratitude have released some of the tracks from that album over the years. Also got to shout out my man Sean Dowling and Hip Hop Bebop, who of course put out Unique's excellent recent comeback single, Lyrical Assault, and I know from what I've seen on Insta and Facebook that there is more to come from the man like Unique. Big up. For our final track, we move to UK legend Blade. Big up to the man like Blade and 0521, of course. And that was his debut, or at least at the time we thought it was his debut, because of course he actually recorded a track called Chart Moves the year before for that game, which remained hidden until I managed to unearth all of those remaining copies a few years back. And now, of course, they're well in the system. Lyrical Maniac would chart in December 1989 and was more evidence of an incredibly healthy UK hip-hop scene at the time. In fact, not only did Blade have commercial success later on in his career and have one of undoubtedly the most successful runs as a UK hip-hop artist, indeed he's still making music today. But he also pioneered the idea of crowdfunding with subsequent releases after Lyrical Maniac. Absolute legend. Big up Blade, big up 0521. So we find ourselves at the end of the 80s with hip-hop expanding globally. Lots of major label involvement and a plethora of styles that we touched on earlier. At the same time, hip-hop in the UK looked to be at the point of true commercial success, with groups like London Posse, Hijack, Outlaw and many more linked to major labels. When we get to our 1990 show, we will track this trajectory further. So at that point, we're going to leave the old music and it's time for some brand new music, and I've got so much incredible stuff to play you. First up, you're going to hear a track from the new Farma G album, absolutely essential album, big up to my man Farma, and that's a track featuring Verb T, and the track is called Gut Feelings. You can get that over on the Revolve Bandcamp site. We're then going to move into a track that I literally received during the show. So I didn't mention it earlier because I've literally just received this one, but I've got to drop it. It's Chrome's new track, Don't Stop It, Get Up. Big up to my man Chrome. We're then going to move into EXP and a brand new track from his new album, which is brilliant as ever, called Dumped by My DJ. Then over to my man MC Oliver Twist, more Beeline fam. Big up to my man Oliver Twist. He's got an incredible album dropping very, very soon on Beeline Recordings, and it's a track called Move Smooth. Absolute killer, as you can imagine. We're then going to move into MC Globe and Shah Rock, a track called Scratches, Cuts and the MC's Rhymes, and that's actually produced by DJ Lays E and DJ Control. Big up to the Island crew, and a massive thanks to my man John McCann for putting me up on this one. That is available on the Resume Records Bandcamp. And finally, we're going to round things off with the latest offering from the man like King Kashmere, and Alex Delage, and a track called Damien Dark, which comes from his forthcoming album on High Focus Records. So as per usual, a massive thank you to locking into the show. We'll be back in a month's time. Keep your eye out for Insta and all the other socials as to what we're going to cover. But I'll leave you with some brand new music. First up, it's Farma G featuring Verb T and a track called Gut Feelings.
1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Absorbing words I never heard before. Saw the curtain drawn on award-winning performances. I make you bite your tongue until you talk with a list. Caught in the blitz, the energy and force was a hit from another dimension. On the same page, but there's nothing to mention. To lame brains, we take aim to reach strange states. Whether traveling or tripping, fled madness in the city, but it's with me in my cell. Memory held cleverly to trigger my instincts. Don't think quick enough sometimes. Ink hits before I've heard the message. I think quick, stealth mission, not just for the sake of it, well wishes. Didn't know, but I felt it was gonna happen. Sole controller of a destiny we couldn't fathom. But that became reality eventually. The clairvoyant sent to me the message that's embedded in my memory. Ha ha, yo, ha, 1, 2, yo. I should go with my heart, I should go with my gut feeling, but still I ended up freezing. Was overly cautious, got caught in that trap. It was torture and torment, was torn at the fact that out here's freezing cold. Feel the fear, eat your soul. Scary inner visions, trapped in your indecision. Floating, coasting, repeat that motion. Some exist, but they don't live, it makes no sense. It's understandable, living so mechanical. Absolute poison, repressing all your attributes. What happened to the individuality? I guess the thing they're lacking in their vision is the clarity. With a twisted pile of memories, I wonder if I made the right decision, though eventually. Or maybe we just took too much time to decide, not listening to intuition, blind to the signs. Ha ha, yeah, ha, 1, 2.
103.7 Kane FM.
I'm saying, so I'm gonna get these. Check this out.
Kane 103.7 FM.
From an FL Studio 202, Jar 1 OT in a flammable booth. Spit magical tune, battle the blues, rattle these snakes from a radical cruise. Scribble them in, a run with a wind, developing a skin that's thicker than thin. On track like military tanks, heavy artillery and memory banks. Immaculate bar, more smooth, twisted together like a Rubik's Cube. Similar word, Paul Daniels, trick pen tenor when the magic emerged. With mechanical sinking, phenomenal skills with an animal instinct. Clean like a cougar with a hoover, I move more smooth than the dude on the tuba. With musical rap acrobatic, double bass and blending organic. Sane radical brain, kick flip, cold crush individual back in the lane. UK, Le Havre, go hard, worldwide, international here with big bars. Not bigger than Big Ben, switch them, set new trend with fader pitch bends. Deep end, descend with rhyme bend, and remember these gems are penned with big pens. More thrill than Raptor, chasing a wild boar, running the street with parkour. Just run of the mill, a real deal, top bill, still king of the hill. On the wheels of steel and ready to build. Child 1, give them something to feel. Everybody, move your body. with an S on the chest. Time under rap, connect like L and S. Take this, give me a miss. Pat in tribe like gorillas a mist. Nothing to lose, nothing to prove. Been through the mill and been battered and bruised. Sick formally and orderly quick. When you kick back normally, you build with a brick. Bust and move, shuffle and groove. Second hand kick, fresh in a bottle of booze. Slight Uber, time maneuver. Whole kryptonite, I'm born a fly mover. Raw sound, stunning the crowd. Yeah, you better slow down while you're running your mouth. Taking out Lex Luthor, I move more smooth than the dude on the tuba.
Kane FM.
I got dumped by my DJ. He said he didn't wanna work with me no more. I got dumped by my DJ. Cause I worked with someone else on a tiny tour. I got dumped by my DJ. But everything was cool between us, so I thought I got dumped by my DJ. Then he said I was a liar, I don't know what for. What's the best thing to say? I got a queue of dudes who, if you mention my name, will get in a rage. And it was never my way to leave people worse after meeting me than when they had came. But I've got a track history of pissing people off, and when I look at what the reasons were, I'm nearly always lost. Either what I was supposed to have did, or I don't know what I did, resulted in me losing friends I was close to a bit. The first I touched on in the negativity. An MC I was friends with even lived with me, was sick and we chilled regularly, both rappers intending to live the dream. Once he drove up from London on my birthday just to visit me. Out of nowhere we stopped talking, it was a mystery. Saw him in the week, gave me dirty looks and didn't speak. And then I saw him later in a pub with his lass. Went over and shook his hand, said, "What's up with this crap?" He said we'd speak later, but we never did. And still to this day I scratch my head, wondering what the hell I did. Was it a TNA article incorrectly credited? That might have been the reason that he went and chipped. There was some lass he was seeing he thought I liked but never did. He even left her so I could get her to no one's benefit. Years later still wondering how I lost a friend like him, but he was just the first of many with their knickers in a twist. I got dumped by my DJ. He said he didn't wanna work with me no more. I got dumped by my DJ. Cause I worked with someone else on a tiny tour. I got dumped by my DJ. But everything was cool between us, so I thought I got dumped by my DJ.
And now, ladies and gentlemen,
you're listening to Kane 103.7 FM.
Let's go to work and let's go to work. Let's go to work and let's go to work.
All that scratch, all that scratch, all that scratch just making me nuts.
Lick at the fingertips, so with the swiftness, get ready to drop this, so bring in the hotness. In it to win it, we did it and we ain't finished with it. Take off your fitted to the talented, gifted ones. Shop rock, MC Gold, epic, collabing on records. Said it, we meant it. The boogie that representing it's only gonna get better. My dude, you mind to let it?
They mixing and scratching, they bring it back while I'm rapping. I'm keeping up with the tempo while switching up for the lingo. MC Glow on the single, Shop rock on the break. We spit the lyrics while the DJ cut it up like a steak. When we spittin', they listen, intuition, complete the mission. Decision led by the vision, dismiss them like intermission. The tag team, the difference between a nightmare and a bad dream. To deal with us, you need a vaccine, huh?
Witness, fitness, a twitch of the wrist. Switches the mix like flashing the flickers. Masters, wizards on the wheels of steel. Cutting it up with diamond tips for scissors. Backwards and forwards, the forwards and backwards. Champions, watch you make it go faster. Faster, faster and faster. Faster, hashtag next chapter.
Yeah, hashtag next break beat. How the crowd screaming, DJ save me. Hell yeah, bring that back. When my record go platinum, I'ma bring that back. The groove is smooth, make it move and move. Hit the dance floor like you got nothing to lose. Whatever you choose, house rules, do what you do. When the DJ switch it up, it's up to you. Let's go.
Boom, back, freestyle, or drill. House electro DJs got skills. Millions and millions, appealing to billions. Of all ages, men, women, and children.
Something for your body and mind. Your heart, your soul, all at the same time. Scratches, cuts, and the MC's rhymes.
Grand design.
Here goes mine. This is the DJ party song. All you just jockeys, time to get cocky.
Yo, fellas, nothing can stop me. You got me shocked.
Yeah, Glow, that's a copy. This is the DJ party song.
One rush the doors.
Hit the dance floor.
You got the whole globe.
Plus the one more young ladies.
What you came here for?
You're listening to the sounds of Kane 103.7 FM.
I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
I'm doing it big, doing it large, doing it sick. I'm doing it big, sharp as a razor, dark as a Vader, graft the body parts of an angel. You can't spar with a Zazel, fatal. They wanna talk business, but they get part of the table. I'm a black pterodactyl. I ain't the one to put crack in the pipe or crack in the capsule. Never the one to fake jacks on a mic, put that in a manual.
Never the one to fake jacks on a mic, put that in a manual.
Back to the rap skill. Tell me, why do you worship the skeleton holders? Why the hell do you do this shit? What will it take to bring heaven in focus? Open a doorway, malevolent hocus. Incoming degenerate jokers. I'm going on. Turn up the volume into the red. I'm going on. Dread like predator's head. Dread killing the irrelevant dead. Severing the elephant's head. Severing. I'm sick, better get me the relevant meds. Damien Dark. Damien Dark. Damien Damien, yeah, I'm doing it hard, doing it slow, doing it fast. I'm doing it hard, like Kryptonian metal. Been in the game for too long. You owe me a medal so I can feel totally special. Better put respect on my name. Smithsonian levels. King of the brave. I am no slave. I am not Kunta. King of the wave. King Kashmere. King of Zamunda. Dark vibes. Bring on the anger. King of the Igbo. King of the Yoruba. King of Biafra. Black with a vengeance. Cosmic cube in the palm of my hand when I zap the Avengers. R.I.P. Black man in the UK really not trying to get tapped by the entrance. Black man in the UK really not trying to get jacked for the essence. Black with a vengeance. I'm going in hot, going in pure. I'm going in raw, as if no screen time left. Yes, and I foresee my death. One last shot for the cream, I guess. Cash rules everything around. One last assassination for the league, I guess. Damien Dark. Damien Dark. Yeah. I'm going on darker and darker and darker and darker. I'm going on dark. Where did the sun go? Where did the fun go? Bloodstained floor, clouds of the gun smoke. Guess who killed it? Humanity's guts on the floor. Clean it. Guess who spilled it?
Racks in the air, racks to the ear, no racks in the bank.
Yeah, put it in the bank, Mike.
How you gonna win at anything when you ain't got gas in the tank?
When you're running on empty.
How you gonna win at anything when you ain't got gas in the tank? How you gonna win at anything when you ain't got?
Listen, I'm flyer than you, I'm better than you. My girl better than yours. In life, I operate at a level that you trying to manifest into existence. Understand where you're at in life. When you see me, it's bright lights. Cause I am the level.